Hey everyone, it's Stella Grisant, and this week I want to talk to you about self-care in our remote and resilient segment during the pandemic. For those of you who don't know me, my mission is to help you work happier, live better. I'm an executive coach, positive psychology expert, and I do a lot of work with organizations in helping them amplify the well-being and engagement of their employees. So let's talk about what self-care really means. Self-care is different than what we would call self-comfort or self-soothing. So self-care is about choosing what energizes you so that you can live the life you want, do the work you love, and be who you want to be with the people you care about. Self-soothing, as Cy Wakeman, who's a writer, author, leadership expert, she talks about self-soothing as the Netflix, the wine, the behaviors we engage in to take the edge off, right? And we all engage in those, and those are fine, but sometimes when we overindulge in them, they do worse than take the edge off, right? They keep us numb, they keep us stuck, right? So you want to think about your behaviors. Sometimes we think, oh, well, my having this chocolate chip cookie is a way of comforting me and I really need comfort right now. Is that really a form of self-care? So how do we develop self-care practices? Well, it's important for you, first of all, to have self-awareness, because otherwise you don't know what your body needs. You're not aware of what's energizing, right? So doing a hour HIIT workout every single day might work really well for someone, but might not work well for you, right? So it's about attuning to what your body needs in the moment. And how do you develop that self-awareness? I was just talking to a client and she's like, I don't know what I want. She's like, I just do. And I have no sense of what it is that I really need. And so what helps us plug in, and she's not alone. I mean, I totally relate to that. I know so many of my clients relate to that because sometimes we're just trying to move forward, get things done, checked off our list, that we're not actually checking in. And this is the most basic thing and simple thing. It doesn't mean that it's easy. And so helping you recognize what's really needed for you right now can start with your just pausing, taking a moment and just scan your body. Like, where am I tight? What is my body asking for? What is my heart asking for? Sometimes when there are some choices to be made, I'll ask myself the question, what is the most energizing choice here? Or what is the most nourishing or supportive choice here? Right? So sometimes you can ask yourself and then you can notice how your body responds. Sometimes your body will respond with a lot of energy towards one option over the other. So there's a lot of wisdom within you, but when you're going so fast in your head, it's easy for us to not hear it and not notice it. So that's why meditation is a great practice to help you plug in. It's not the only way, but it's a way to help you slow down, notice the space in between your thoughts, and become an observer of what's happening. So what I would do, if you feel like you resonate with I don't even know what I want and need, I'm too exhausted to even do anything about it, what I would do is I would maybe put a timer on your phone every hour with a gentle bell, just for you to kind of pause, take a break, and observe. Where is there tension? How is my breath? What would my body like right now? Maybe it's a gentle stretch. Maybe it's standing. Maybe it's a glass of water. So general awareness, I think, is key for self-care on a moment to moment. So having that awareness is about developing a practice of being present, right? Because if you're always thinking about the past or what's ahead, then it's also easy to ignore what's happening for me right now. And so there is a dynamic that's always changing. So, folks who want to have exercise intensely every single day, and if that works for you, great. But for me, I know I can't exercise intensely every day. One day I need to do a weight workout. Another day, my body's telling me, don't you dare do weights one more time. And so I'll do a gentle walk. So I'm checking in pretty regularly. But having regular habits as a baseline is very helpful. So you don't have to constantly be thinking about your self-care. And so since we've all been in this pandemic, our schedules maybe have been turned upside down. At this point, hopefully you might start getting a sense of, well, what is the new rhythm that I want to establish for myself, and what self-care habits are reasonable for me to engage in right now. So it might be reasonable for you to get your sleep hygiene under control, right? So going to bed at the same time, reducing the news that you watch before bed, not looking at your screen a lot. But also it might look like you're having a ritual in the morning to center yourself, to prepare, or you're having a ritual before you end your day so you can feel prepared for the next one, so you're not thinking about all your to-dos all night. So you really are creating a boundary between work and home, right? So because we're all home, it feels like the lines are blurred, and so you're constantly on and there's always stuff to do. So what might be those simple practices that feel, again, nourishing to you, that feel like they're relaxing your nervous system, right? So even as I'm doing this video, I can sense when my energy is like a little tight, and if I just take a breath, it kind of like settles in. So what is it that helps you just sink in just a little bit? Maybe it's listening to certain music. Maybe it's just writing in a journal, right? So ask yourself, what are those simple things that I can do to nourish my nervous system so that I can stay relaxed and calm? Because that's what we all need. This isn't about staying calm for the sake of being calm. This is about your staying grounded, calm, so that you can be more active in the things that you care about, in the areas you're passionate about, in the relationships you want to grow. So you're fortifying yourself with energy is what's going to help you show up, but also prevent you from burning out, because it's so easy for us to burn out right now. We're emotionally drained from all the anxiety of the pandemic, of the social injustice, of just the political unrest. And that will grate at you. In addition to not having certainty around things reopening or how life is going to look like, what's happening with the economy. So you're finding ways to stay present, stay plugged in, respond to how you can just find those moments to sink in, relax. That is what's going to sustain you so that you can be who you want to be each day. What else did I want to share with you about this? Yeah, so I would say be present and aware to what's happening in the moment. Ask yourself what choices are nourishing and supportive and energizing, and then choose simple, reasonable rituals or habits that you can rely on each day, because by doing those each day, what you're doing is you're also demonstrating to yourself that you have control. You have a sense of control over your experience. That lack of control actually, or a sense of no control, is what actually eats away at our resilience. It eats away at our confidence, and it actually can have, over persistent amounts of time, devastating impacts on our longevity. So when you do small things for yourself, for your well-being, for your energy, you're actually saying to yourself, I have control. Yeah, things are crazy, and here's how I'm expressing my power to nurture myself so I can go into the world and be who I want to be and express my values and be a part of creating something, a world that I want to be in, to be in a team that I want to be in, to be a part of an organization that I want to be in. So with that, you guys, I hope this was helpful, helping you distinguish between what is self-care versus self-comfort or self-soothing, and how you might start tending to yourself so that you can be that wonderful human that you are with more ease. All right, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, give it a like. If you have other suggestions or thoughts, please add them in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye.